Hey, what's going on, guys? A pretty exciting Gunpla news update video here for y'all. Now, as you know, I don't always do like these update videos about anytime Bandai drops a new announcement, because we'll have like little announcements here and there. Mostly everything's like centered around their next phase hobby events, where it seems like they do kind of like a quarterly drop where they'll just have like a bunch of stuff dropped all at once. And it kind of makes it pretty convenient for everybody to get kind of all the news at once. But there's a couple of things that I haven't really talked about that have been announced, kind of little drops over the past month or so. So I want to kind of give like an update on that. But then we did also have a couple of new things that were announced that I want to talk about as well, which are pretty exciting. So we'll get to those. As for the couple of things that I missed talking about, but in case you guys missed it as well, it's kind of good to know. So a couple of P-Bandai things. I know everybody, P-Bandai, you can roll your eyes, but some good news actually on the P-Bandai front, in that the premium Bandai releases of the HG wing kits, so that'd be the Death Scythe Hell, the Sandrock Kai, the Heavy Arms Kai, and the Ultron, those are getting a standard release here in the US. Now, this is really, really interesting because this is something that we thought never was going to happen, because people have actually asked this question in the past before, like, will they ever take a premium Bandai release and then release as a normal release? Now, there are a couple of kits, especially a couple of master grade kits, that released as premium Bandai items in Japan, but were released as a standard release here in the US. Now, it's just kind of... It's not like the kit gets regularly printed anyway, so it's basically like a P-Bandai kit. It's just that we didn't have to get it, at least here in the US, through like Premium Bandai directly. We could just get it through your normal retailer, so it was nice. This is a little bit different situation in that, like I said, this has never happened before, where they had a kit that was previously released here and in Japan and everywhere else as a Premium Bandai kit, but now it's actually getting released as just a standard release. So it's kind of similar to what happened before. But anyway, this year is the 30th anniversary of the Gundam Wing TV show. And so we're obviously getting the RG Wing Zero kit later this year, which I'm really looking forward to. That one looks really, really nice. But not only that, we're going to be getting the Death Scythe Hell, Sandrock Kai, Heavy Arms Kai, and Ultron out that you can, if you didn't already get them through Premium Bandai, now you're going to be able to get them through just your regular retailers. So at least here, like at USA Gundam Store, I know that all four, I believe, are still available for pre-order at the moment. So just a heads up, if you guys did want to order any one or all of those, you can do so at the website. So the link will be down below. It's a good opportunity to be able to get these at regular price without having to pay that Premium Bandai markup on there. So that's good news. On the other hand, there's a couple of really, really cool kits that did also get announced that are just regular P-Bandai releases. So one is the Leo N, or the Leon kit, to go with the Leo S and the Leo R. So these are basically special variations of the Leo that are all from the G-Unit series, I guess. I actually have the Leo R up here. I recently got through P-Bandai, and I'm looking forward to building up that one. The Leo N, though, looks really cool, as this is like the heavy variation where it has like these big armor parts for the shoulders and the feet, and it has this big huge axe. So it looks really, really cool. Definitely one, I mean, especially if you already got the Leo S and the Leo R, probably going to want to get this one as well. But I mean, if you're interested in any of the three, this one definitely looks really cool. It's definitely a lot, bigger and bulkier than your standard Leo kit. So it's really interesting looking. That looks cool. And then in even better news, we're getting another variation of the G-Line. So we're getting the G-Line light armor. Now, unfortunately, the price tag's still not very light on this one. I really liked the G-Line standard armor, and I really want to get this one as well, but I'm just really having a hard time stomaching the price, especially once you consider shipping and everything like that. I mean, that's here in the US, where we actually have a P-Bandai site to order from directly. Those of you guys who I know are in other countries, other areas where you don't even have a site and you're paying even more for it, I mean, it's crazy. But the G-Line is a fantastic kit, and the light armor version does look really, really cool. So I'm hoping that maybe I'll be able to get one. I haven't quite decided on it yet, though, for myself, but I mean, it does look really, really cool. So glad that we're getting another variation of that kit. If you guys have not checked out the standard armor, I would definitely recommend that one for you guys as well. And then in even better news, we're also getting an HG Rebon Wolf, something that I think no one was really expecting. So this is an Advanced Zeta reboot design, and so, as we've been seeing, and as we're gonna see here once we get to some other news in just a minute, Bandai's really kind of continuing the trend of releasing these different Advanced Zeta kits, and I'm loving it, and apparently everybody else is loving it too, because Bandai keeps making them. So I didn't really expect that we would ever get an actual model kit of the Rebon Wolf, but it's really, really cool. So so far it's just like the standard version. There is a different version, I can't think of the name offhand. I'll put a picture of it on screen there for you guys, that has that big giant Gatling gun weapon that everyone's, crossing their fingers and praying to God that hopefully Bandai is going to release that one as well. I would say it's probably a pretty safe bet that we are very likely to see that in the future, but I'm sure as soon as the regular one releases, people will, start to work on their custom builds and just make one, because they're too impatient to just wait for Bandai to make it. But I would say it's very likely Bandai will make the other version as well. But that's awesome. So I'm really, really looking forward to that one. That one should be a pretty sizable kit too. I know it's a little bit larger of a design, so the price tag a little bit easier to stomach on that one, but definitely one that's really, really exciting. So that's some new HG P Bandai stuff all out of the way. There's a couple of announcements that we did have previously that we got some new images for. So we got some new images of the MG Barbatos Lupus, which was announced, I want to say it was like teased basically. We're probably going to see some more of this at the Shizuoka Hobby Show later. But we did get some new images of what the MG Barbatos Lupus is going to look like. Still no idea about the release date or price yet, but that's looking pretty cool. Barbatos Lupus is my least favorite among the 3 different Barbatos designs, but I'm still looking forward to the kit. I mean, it's still going to be an awesome kit for sure. So that one will be nice. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are, like me, probably looking more forward to the Lupus Rex. And is it likely to come out? Probably, maybe, I guess, at this point. Kind of hard to say. We had the Master Grade Barbatos release, and then just like nothing MG IBO for a long time until now we're getting the Vidar and the Barbatos Lupus. So maybe we will kind of see an uptick in MG IBO stuff. And then on the Perfect Grade new Gundam front, this one also looks really, really good. Basically kind of as we expected. It looks really super highly detailed. It looks like it just has like a lot of kind of similar to the Perfect Grade RX-782 Gundam Unleashed, in that you can see a lot of little color apps of like different colored armor and different colored frame parts in there, kind of using the kind of layer frame system, that they used for the frame of the PG Unleashed Gundam, applying that here for the new Gundam as well. So it looks super, super cool. Now getting into the couple of bigger announcements, which look really, really exciting. Here we have the real grade Gundam X was teased with this image, and all this, it is so far just an image of just like the prototype that we have here. Gundam X is one that people have like wanted for a long time. I didn't really think it was very likely, just because I thought like Gundam X just as a series, we don't really see releases from Gundam X very often. It just doesn't seem like it's just a very popular series generally. So I just thought, an RG, not very likely, maybe, someday, but I guess someday is here, or at least it's coming. With the Wing Zero RG coming out later this year, this one's probably not going to be coming out until maybe like beginning of next year, especially since we're only now just seeing it like in a very rough prototype phase here. But still, it's really cool to see, and encouraging that, maybe we might see some more Gundam X stuff maybe in the HG line would be nice too. Maybe if they could return to that, that would be awesome to see some more releases from that line. I'm hopeful, but it's really cool to see the RG Gundam X. I think it's going to be really nice. I'm looking forward to that for sure. Looking forward to just at least, maybe at Shizuoka we'll see some more information about that as well. And then the last thing, and something that I'm incredibly excited about, just because this is something that I had been predicting for a long time. If you guys watch on the USA Gundam TV channel, where Adam and I are on there answering your guys' questions in those live streams, it's a question that we get, I feel like we talk about, fairly often, about whether there will ever be a Master Grade 100 scale Wound Wart, and apparently I was right at long last. It didn't take as long as I expected. I was expecting, someday they're gonna have to make a Master Grade Wound Wart, and here we are. We finally made it, and it looks awesome so far. Again, we're only seeing it in like this like colored prototype where it like kind of looks kind of janky. I don't really know. Sometimes Bandai gets like a little over, what's the expression? Gets over their skis a little bit. Is that the right expression? I think something like that, where it's just basically they kind of should just wait to release images once they have like the full prototype and they have like their like proper like digital images and everything like that to put out or whatever. So it's not exactly the best way to announce it, but at least it's images here at long last of a Master Grade Wound Wart. I always felt that for how often the HG gets reprinted and for how many variations we have of the HG, obviously there's a large market for people that are fans of the design. And, it's been a few years since the Master Grade different Hazel releases that we saw. Those are all P Bandai, of course, too. So, we knew that if we ever got a Master Grade Wound Wart, it's definitely going to be P Bandai. But yeah, so we're going to have that. Obviously, it's going to be a completely new mold for this. It's not anything that they can use any parts from any previously released kit. So it's a brand new kit. You hate to see it as a P Bandai, but it's Advanced Zeta, so anything Advanced Zeta, unfortunately, is just going to be premium Bandai, just kind of with how their licensing is on that series. But, you know, I won't brag too much about, like, I predicted it, but, you know, I definitely saw the future in that, you know, it would definitely make sense to make a master grade Wound Wart, and here we are. So really, really excited for that. We don't have any other information other than just these couple of images here on that at the moment, so not really too much else to share about it. I would imagine probably a fairly typical price point on it, $50, $60, and then probably plus, you know, whatever P Bandai taxes you're going to have on that. But I think that's super exciting. I mean, and then at the end of the day, people that complain about not having enough master grades, you know, it's P Bandai, yeah, but it's a new master grade, and it's a master grade that a lot of people never expected that we might get, but I had faith. So that's it for the news and updates on some stuff there. What are you guys most excited about? Let me know in the comment section below. A lot of really cool stuff to look forward to. And then, I mean, aside from this new stuff, we already have a lot of stuff on the books that's already coming out later this year to look forward to. And then I'm sure we're going to have a lot more G-Quack stuff on the way as well as that series goes on. So looking forward to seeing what else we might get out as far as the kits go from that series. But that's it for today, guys. Like I said, if you want to check out some of the stuff on USA Gundam Store, check the link in the video description. And until next time, have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.